What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Amaya 365. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's so great to see all of you and have you with me. So, today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different and take you a little bit more on the personal side. So, let's get right into it. So, as I mentioned, we're going to be doing something a little bit more personal today. I figured what better way to get to know me than with a story time, right? So, today's topic is about friendships and how I've gained and lost friends over the years through my transition, and I guess kind of the effects that my transition has had on my social life. So, the first question was, what was my life like pre transition, my social life? I felt like I had a good group of friends, people that I associated with from high school, family friends, and I felt like I had like a good group of just kind of like artsy, free thinking type of people. And a good mix of like club kids because I was kind of like in that club kids scene. And so I don't know. I was like always invited to parties. I was always invited out with friends. Like I had a couple best friends. But I guess for me, it changed because after high school, I immediately came down to LA and made a whole new group of friends, which was cool. It was different. It was a different environment. But I still feel like I had like a good group of people or that I was still able to make friends. So when I decided to transition in 2008, I had told a couple of my closest friends. One, my friend Mikey, who was also a gay boy at the time, he was super supportive. We would like go to Tranny Rockstar Children's Hospital, and I remember him going with me when I got my first hormone shot, which was such a huge deal. I thought that was like super supportive. I guess like the worst part of when I started my transition is I was dating somebody, and being in a gay relationship, most gay guys don't want to be with a transgender person. So I started to transition. I hadn't told my partner yet, and that was kind of a big deal. Nothing really changed during that time until I fully started dressing out as a woman. And I think that's when my friends started to realize, like, oh, she's serious about this. Like, this is something that we're either going to have to get on board with or we're just not going to be friends. There was definitely a huge divide, and especially within the gay community, with amongst my gay friends, like I don't hang out with any of them. Even my best friend, like I haven't seen him in years. And even before that, like we had a big falling out. And so it was a huge like blowout, and I lost all of my friends. Like, and I think part of it was that after a certain point, I got this mentality of just like I didn't give a fuck because for me, I feel like if you didn't support me and you didn't support my transition, what was the point of investing any more time and any more energy into something that's never going to work? For me, at that time in my life, I was kind of like between a rock and a hard place. I was going to school, I was trying to navigate my transition, and I was trying to work, trying to make a living. When I moved back to San Francisco, I met a whole different group of people. And they were mostly sex workers, and we were all young. I mean, at the time I was 21. We became really close really quickly. And I had a group of girlfriends that I hung out with and we worked together. And it was really interesting because outside of them, like my friends treated me kind of like that famous person everybody wanted to hang out with, like clout chasers, because they wanted something. They either wanted money, they wanted a place to stay, or they wanted to hang around me to get that like attention. But the girls that I hung out with in San Francisco, they weren't like that. Like we were all like we were friends because we knew the struggle of being transgender, and we knew the struggle of like doing sex work to survive. It got to a point where I started to see the clout chasing within that. As sex workers, they were like, oh, you're getting all this business. And then it became competition. The girls started to get a little catty, or I had one friend who, like, in my face, she was my friends. We went out to the club, but at the end of the day, she used to talk so bad about me. I remember she spread so many rumors about me, lied on me to so many people, and but would smile in my face and be like, hey girl, let's go out, da 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 da. But secretly be trying to sabotage me or spread rumors about me. So once I became competition, the girls got catty. So I ended up leaving San Francisco after several years because I missed LA. I love LA. It's my home. I had to come back. So it was hard to leave my friends there, but at the time I felt like it's getting to be too much, and I decided to come back. And so I felt like on the one side of that, like it was good that my previous group of friends kind of like abandoned me, because I wouldn't have met these incredible, powerful women, trans women. And then on the other hand, I feel like it kind of gave me like a thick skin. Yeah, it hurts. And like I was so damaged and untrusting for so long. But I think it took going through that to really start to build better relationships and kind of figure out who I wanted in my circle. So when I came back to LA, my life was totally changed, because now I'm this famous porn star. And it was totally different. When I went out to the trans clubs, guys were buying me drinks. Everyone wanted to be my friend, or everyone wanted to hang out with me. And for the most part, like, I'm an easygoing person, like, and I'm pretty trusting. So it was hard to navigate, like, who really wanted to be my friend because they wanted to get to know me and invest in a friendship, and then who wanted to get to know me because I was Honey Fox. And so I dealt with that for years, and I gained friends, lost friends, and at the end of the day, I would come home and I was miserable, because I was like, why am I not feeling like substance from these people? Like, why are they so fake? And if I called on them, I realized that no one was there for me, which was like a hard reality to come to terms with. Is that when it came down to it at the end of the day and I needed a favor, I couldn't call anyone. And so that's when I realized that I had to separate myself from the industry, how to separate my social life from the industry and my personal life. And once I did that, I felt like I felt so much growth, and I felt so much happier and healthier with the friendships that I was making. So I guess as like a conclusion to the story time, making wholesome, nurturing relationships is so important. And I think it's critical for those in your transition that you have a support group. You have people in your corner that are going to have your back, people that you can call and just talk to. So my tip for you guys is just be open and willing to, talk to new people and make those genuine connections, because people nowadays are so focused on, trying to survive, but they're also focused on their social media lives, which are totally different than real life. Like, put the phone down, make a genuine connection, and live your blessed life. Blessed life. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you got to know me a little bit better. It's a little bit about my life and how it brought me to be the person I am today. So thank you again for tuning in to my 365. I love you guys so much, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye.